What's up, guys? So in this video I will show you just a very simple way to make a Neopixel blade plug using any standard blade plug that is not Neopixel, a Neopixel saber that is not a stock custom works, and just a couple more parts. A blade holder, this one is for a thin walled, and our blade side PCB with LEDs built in. So these make it really easy to make your own Neopixel blade plug without any extra wires. Literally just put a couple pieces together and you're good to go. So a lot of Neopixel sabers, they just have standard non-lit connectors, which is totally fine. So if you didn't have one of these, you could also use just a regular blade side PCB that you can buy at other places without the LEDs, and in which case you'd have to wire up some actual LED strips, cut a few off. Let me just show you. Like this, you would just wire a couple up like that, and that's how you would typically make a Neopixel blade plug. But with these, you literally have no wires. All you have to do is just some light sanding. So if you get one of these, if you were to buy one, basically comes like this. You'll see that there are some pieces that you may have to sand off. You just get like a sanding sponge, a high grit, take some off. So I'm just gonna sand off a little bit like that and just smooth that out. Just enough. Get some of that dust off. And then we're just gonna snap this into place. Now if you look at these, the insides have a special little cutout channel where they have a little bit of an indent, and that's just to match the 5 LEDs that go around here. So all you would do, just line that up. Should do a nice snap into place. If it doesn't go in easily, that just tells you need to sand a little bit more off. Sanding is a very common requirement of a lot of saber parts. Does not mean that it's not meant to fit. Just sometimes when we get these from the factory, they are attached to a large tray, and when they snap off, this is kind of what's left over. So again, we're gonna push that in. So if it's still not going in, then just keep sanding it. This is a great example of something that you may encounter. So we're just gonna keep sanding. And you can even sand the entire outside of it. The goal is to not require any glue for these, so if you can just have it snap fit in, just blow some of that dust off, that is ideal. Okay, so we're gonna get that in. All right, so that snaps in now nice and flush. And then all you have to do, once that's in, you now have a Neopixel blade plug. Depending on the blade plug, you know, every manufacturer is different. The one I have here is very similar to a thin walled blade thickness. This is a 1-inch blade. So this may be tighter, this may be looser. If it's too loose, then go ahead and secure it with some adhesive if, you know, yours varies a little bit. So now all you have to do, plug that in. You should have yourself a nice little LED. So if you see it coming on and off like that, that means that it needs to be pressed down. Remember that the pins have a spring on most sabers. So let's see if I can tighten this down a little bit. If I can get the right retention screw here. There we go. You have yourself a Neopixel lightsaber. Neopixel lightsaber blade plug, excuse me.
Spectrum.
It's basically just like a blade. Changes colors. You see it's white. And that's how you go from a regular blade plug to Neopixel. Hope that guys helps. If you guys wanted to know how to make your own Neopixel blade plugs, all you need is those 2 extra parts, and you can convert any blade plug into Neopixel.